Minister of State Edmond Castro. He signed 38 recommendations for Chinese nationals between May and July, 5 and 6 at a time on almost a weekly basis. Why did he do so for so many and all Chinese nationals? What was his motivation? No minister is required to sign recommendations for visas. There is an immigration department and there should be a clear-cut procedure.
Man, in the normal course, as I said, ministers are asked to do recommendations for all sorts of things, including American visas, jobs, and so on. 22 or 25 or whatever is a far cry from 200. I don't know how you can then still be stuck in that same groove.
Minister Edmond Castro was certainly grooving on Chinese nationals, a lot of Chinese nationals. And if PM Barrow can't see the difference between recommending somebody in your constituency for a job and the mass recommending of unknown Chinese nationals for Belizean visas, well, we'll just leave it at that.
On the face of it, ministers are entitled and perhaps obliged to write letters of recommendation.
So what was Minister Castro's incentive? Why was he obligated to sign visa recommendations for Chinese nationals he doesn't even know? It's a valid question, and one which can be asked of other ministers, including Rene Montero, Erwin Contreras, the long-lost Elvin Penner, and many others. This list shows visas recommended by UDP ministers and caretakers from May to July 2013. Does it look like there's a pattern?
In circumstances where there is a clear pattern, I would have to be concerned. I do not think what your producer, and I don't even know, I'm not going to get into whether what you say are legitimate signatures. I'm not even going to go there. But I really do not think that what you have produced, sir, is at all cutting it, especially in light of the effort made in view of the position I had taken by the minister to ascertain whether any minister at all was seeking to influence the process.
Here's how it was done. Ministers like Edmond Castro would allegedly send over a package to the immigration department accompanied by a cover letter like this one. The package doesn't go straight to Director of Immigration Maria Marin. Instead, it is routed to the office of CEO in the Ministry of Immigration, Candelaria Saldivar. In Saldivar's office, visa packages are compiled and attached to a cover memo from the CEO to Maria Marin, the Director of Immigration. On that memo is typed the name of the minister submitting those applications.
Having had the ministers report to me that the director is crystal clear in saying there was no effort at twisting her arm or even gently persuading her on the part of Castro to give any visa. Man, what you have produced is, in my view, not even remotely close to a smoking gun.
So how's this for a smoking gun? On May 22nd, a list of visa applications was submitted from CEO Candelaria Saldivar to Director Maria Marin. 6 were on behalf of Edmond Castro and 4 on behalf of Elvin Penner. The notation beside the 4 from Elvin Penner, written in Marin's writing, states, requirements not met, picture unacceptable, no employment letter, no bank statement or proof of funds to sustain self as tourist in Belize. Yet, Marin approved those visas a few days later on May 31st, 2013.
Where the Director of Immigration is the one who determines whether somebody gets a visa, where the Director of Immigration is somebody in whom we have this director complete faith, where there are criteria that she applies in making her determination, where there is no suggestion that any minister, and in this case Castro, tried to reach her. Man, if he signed, quite frankly, 200 visa recommendations, if he signed 1,000, I could do nothing.
Can't do or won't do. Even as documents which are proof that his UDP ministers are involved in procuring visas for Chinese nationals emerge, the Prime Minister remains completely unconcerned. A far cry from the man who stated just over a month ago that such a phenomenon could result in his administration's downfall. Mike Rodon for News 5.